All right. Good morning and welcome to Morning Motivational Rant. I am your host, Dino, and as always with me is my co-host, Crystal Morency. Good morning, Crystal. How are you?
Hello, everyone. I'm good, Dino. How are you doing? Good morning, everybody.
I'm having a great time. Life is fantastic. You know what? I saw
I want to hear about your fantastic life.
I've seen a few other friends have started recording podcasts, which is awesome. It's funny. I've now being in this podcast world, I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I think we're getting better just with our charisma and everything, and just keeping everything fairly lighthearted. Yeah. But there's nothing worse than if someone's voice is like really annoying as shit. I had one where it was a mystery story.
Hint?
No. Oh, fuck you. No, that is not.
I'm like, was that a hint? Is it because of my giggle?
That is not what I was talking about. What I was talking about was how I follow a few just conspiracy theory web channels and stuff, and some of them you're like, it's such a great topic and the guy has written it so well, but then all of a sudden he's like, so when I went into the forest, you're like, oh, please just shut up. Just shut up, you fucking dickhole. It's not good. That's what.
There's this one, and I'm in the same boat as you. I just watch all the conspiracy stuff, and I'm into learning new things though, so I watch a lot of stuff about atoms and nuclear, I just want to learn shit, right? So I was watching this one, and there's this guy that talks about the cells in our body.
Yeah.
Well, as he was telling you about all your neurons in your brain, he was talking about the brain, and his voice is just repulsive, but the information coming out of his mouth is genius.
Yeah.
But his voice
this
is
is okay.
repulsive.
I
can't stand it.
It's so
I don't know
hard.
what it is.
It's so hard, and that's why I've this is the funniest thing, and it's so sexist that it makes me laugh, is how a lot of the news and certain things that are being delivered to us, you see it's when someone who's just looks like they're a pain in the ass, or it's an old white guy, you immediately stop listening and you're like, fuck this guy, he's an asshole, I don't want to listen to it, right immediately. So I've been watching clips. I told you there was that news thing called Rising. It's informative. It's very, very high-end politics. So it's I don't understand all the stuff they're talking about, but it's very I
think I know which one you're talking about. I think I'm subscribed to them.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They really deliver things in their own way, and they don't sugarcoat stuff where they're the one guy's I think the guy is more of a Republican than a Democrat, or I don't know. One of them is one thing, but they'll say, be hey, I support this shit, and I think it's stupid. And you're going, I can't question that. If you're going to be that forward. So it's they did.
Well, that's The Hill.
Yeah, that's The Hill.
The one with the guy and the girl?
That's the one. That's the one.
Yeah, the Crystal.
Yeah, the Crystal and... Oh, Sagar.
I can't remember his name.
I forget his last name. Sagar and something, his last name.
Yeah.
But, he does have a last name. He's not Cher, because I'm an asshole. I apologize. Sagar.
He dresses nice and preppy. He's got his glasses and he's preppy, and they both look very
Well, the best part is they keep on bringing up the new speaker, the press secretary for the White House. So she looks, this girl, she looks like the head of a sorority, right?
She looks like a Playboy bunny.
Oh, totally. But the thing is, she keeps on feeding the press so much shit where they're excuse me. He's no, fuck you. You listen to me. And one guy, she was you know what? She goes, that's not how you address this office, and that's not how you address me at this podium for the president. And you're God damn. Because the guy's oh. And he couldn't say anything. And I'm listen, sometimes when you deliver something, it's much better. I don't know why. Did you freeze up?
No, but you did.
I think Chris. Okay.
Hi.
There we go. So yeah, but it's
I'm you've been I can hear you talking.
That's good. Sorry about that, guys.
Your picture was frozen.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it was good. I was
See, that's why I always just go with it, because I'm they don't know. So technically we're telling them our technical difficulties.
Yeah, absolutely, because we're assholes that way. But yeah, so the funny thing is, men, especially men, don't know how to combat verbally with a woman like that. And the funny thing is that the women, the female press staff, they're like, and she's like, she just claps back right away, and you're like, holy shit. And I'm going, well, this is the thing is, you know what? Good. It's about goddamn fucking time. Because you see, like, that one girl, I think she lasted long with the one with the brown hair. She looked like a dump truck. Like, she was not, like, she looked like she would complain multiple times and then give you an out-of-date coupon after that, you know? Like, that kind of, just a horrible piece of shit person. And she's tried to suck with it, and she's like, just trying, like, she was like bubbling shit, just, and you're like, no. You can't show weakness. You gotta be able to
have strong shoulders.
Oh, and you know, I'm envious of this woman's ability. She is impressive.
Try standing up against an entire native reserve.
I would, well, you know, I would just be like, yeah, I'm out, guys, see you later. No.
Well, no, you just have to be able to approach people, though, and you have to talk to them like a officer. Like, everybody has to be talked to the same with respect. You have to talk to somebody. You address what your point. Like I've said this before, if you get your point across in a respectful way, and you say what you need to say with courage, and you believe in what you're saying, and you you honestly know what you're saying, and you're not just bullshitting it. Well, then you can be right.
Yeah.
It's okay to be right, and it's okay to be wrong. Too, you have to own up to both sides, right?
Yeah.
So you can't always question it, because if you go in with doubt, then they're gonna feel it. It's like sharks.
Oh yeah.
Like, they're gonna feel, if you feel like a little bit weak, they're gonna know, and they're gonna go in and they're gonna eat it.
Immediately. They immediately go for that stuff. I think that's one of the biggest frustrations for myself when I see that kind of stuff is like people try and take advantage, and you're like, listen, just because you have a problem with something doesn't mean it can't be solved in a way that isn't just the way you want it. You're like, sorry, that's not how the world works. You have every right to complain about something, to say, hey, this has to be up to a certain code. That's not unreasonable. But just go, well, I don't like it. Well, fuck you, okay? Because you know what? Nobody cares what you don't like. Good God, like the amount of people that would like. It just drives me crazy that people have this entitlement to thinking that, well, if I don't like it, it shouldn't be that way. What?
Oh,
Who the fuck do you think you are? It's just so,
I'm
you know
totally
what?
feeling you there right now.
Yeah.
Or if they don't acknowledge it, then it must be wrong.
Oh,
well, that's not the way I would do things, therefore it must be the wrong way of doing things.
See, and this is...
And it's like, just because it might not be your way of life doesn't mean it's the wrong way of life.
And I'll be honest, you know what?
You know,
it really comes back to what we were talking about the last episode. Was one of the things I wanted to talk about was I read this poem, and it really bothered me all weekend because it was talking about how...
that poem.
Yeah, it was talking about how you about like it being okay to be single longer as a woman. It was okay to, you know, not have kids, or it's okay to have kids, but you know, it's not okay to feel bad that you have to cry in a cubicle or cry in a bathroom stall sometime. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking? Like, it bothered me so much that I'm like, no, that's not okay. If you are moved, like, men have a bad habit of saying, oh, women are overly emotional. And I'm not saying that that's true or not true. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that as a man, I'm not capable of understanding that amount of emotion to deal with on a regular basis. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Okay? Yeah. But... Yeah, and it's hard. A lot. It's I'm not saying it's not, and I'm saying that's out of my wheelhouse. What I'm saying is, if something's going on that's making you cry to the point where it becomes a habit, that's not okay. Like, what the fuck, man? I'm like, this is.
Well, dude, sometimes life it just gets that way.
You know, yeah, no, and I'm not saying, look, I cry. I'm not saying I don't cry, right? It's more so that, like,
I have like scheduled time. I'm like,
I don't know.
Everybody's gone.
I feel like that's wrong, you know.
Well, you know, sometimes life you just gotta. They say fake it till you make it, so you gotta spend all day smiling.
Listen,
and then at night you just kind of break down because life
I get that.
sucks sometimes.
And I do.
And that's why we do comedy. That's why I do comedy, because I'm like, hey, if I don't laugh, then I'm gonna go slip my wrist.
I love technology. It makes me. It's so good.
Stop talking about it freezing because they don't know that.
No, what I was gonna say was just basically it's like
Yeah.
I know that like women are so, especially like my mother is a very, very strong and independent woman, and she was my dad's right hand, you know, and that doesn't mean that she had any less power or anything like that. That's stupid. Two partners serve different purposes in a relationship. It's not the same.
Totally.
They are equal because they choose to be equal. That doesn't mean that someone is more equipped or less equipped. That's irrelevant, right? And
that's not the way it should be either. It should be a team effort all the
Always,
way. That's why I
always.
say I'm looking for my ride or die bitch, because I don't want it to be. I don't want to babysit.
no,
I don't want to have to be I don't want to babysit. I don't want to tell somebody how to live their life. And I also don't want to be,
yeah,
like, I want to be able to know that I can survive my life. Because
Yeah.
my independence is super important to me. It has been, it's ruined a lot of relationships because of
Well,
how important it is to me.
and look, and
but
that's
I just need somebody that's stronger than me
yeah.
in life.
Well-
you know what I mean? Because I am strong in life, so I need somebody that's stronger than me. But that everybody needs somebody who's different, right?
Yeah.
Everybody needs something different. in
absolutely,
life, and
absolutely.
That's personally just what I need.
And that's like,
Yeah.
and that's why I'm like, I, and you know, maybe on my side, it's what I see and what I perceive isn't necessarily truth, right? It's my perception,
Yeah.
and I can't hold other people accountable to my perception.
that's
that's
your
crazy.
personal-
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's like I think about it, and I'm like, you know, there's times like knowing what I know about women, how little I know about women now, right? There's been times where it's like
We don't know about
see my
ourselves,
wife go
don't
into the
worry.
bathroom and no, yeah, right. Let's be honest. I can be the most knowledgeable man about women, and I still know fuck all. Like it's not.
Yep.
No, I don't know fuck about shit. That's not, you know. But so, like, I remember, especially when we first started living together, where that's a very difficult time, and it gets uncomfortable. I'm like, there were times when I would listen in because, like, I knew she was in there too long, and I'm like, I want to make sure that I was providing a safe environment for my wife. Like you should never go home and not feel better, you know. Like your home should be your sanctuary at all times. And even when you fight, like I get into arguments every fucking day with that Victoria, right? But that doesn't mean that she's not my safe space, right? She's not my my partner, and that's why it's like I see these things happening in people, and I'm just like, it confuses the shit out of me because like I'm not perfect. I'll be the first one to admit that, but it's more along the lines of what's okay, what's not okay, right? I don't know. It just I hear that kind of stuff.
Choose your battles.
Oh, of course. Look, anyone knows in a marriage, it comes down to the last survivor. There's no winners. Okay, that is just how it works.
Well, it's either make or break your sit. Like, and things. If you love somebody, though, everything. Yeah, you might bug you or whatever, but that's something that they're still at the end of the day. That's your person.
Yeah.
You know, like, so it doesn't matter. Like, they wouldn't do anything horrible to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you're their person.
Yeah, exactly.
So no matter what, you're their person. So, and you should feel comfortable being yourself. And you should feel comfortable saying your crazy thoughts or saying
not a
your
lot, men.
things out loud.
Just
you know?
let me say that to men. Not all of yourself, because we're a little bit stupid. So just don't necessarily talk too much.
No, I want it all because I do talk too much. So I need somebody that makes me feel confident about my crazy. Like, makes me feel like it's okay. Like, I want them to share their crazy. But they can't be too much more crazy than me because I've had that. And that doesn't work out either. You can't be crazier than me.
That's the worst.
Like,
that's the worst advertisement I've ever heard. Listen, we're looking for crazy people, but a certain type of crazy. So if you're not that crazy, you're going to be over crazied, and we're going to crazify you. That was a great sales
There needs
pitch.
to be yin and a yang. You know, a yin and a yang.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm a little bit like, woo! So I need somebody that's a little bit like, hey.
Hey, baby, how you doing tonight? Yeah.
How you doing? You know?
That's horrible.
But not too much because I'm very independent and I don't want them to feel like they're the
See, okay, now
I'm kind of alpha dog.
I would challenge you on that, because independence should never stop just because you're in a relationship. Now, obviously, there are certain
Right?
things.
Thank you.
Well, there are certain things that should not be independent, right? And
Like, do we have to live in the same house? Do we?
Yeah, you kind of have to live in the same house. I would say, you know what?
so.
You have to be at least neighbors. You have to be at least neighbors. How about
I
that?
will share his
I think that's fair.
toothbrush. I'll share his toothbrush.
No,
share
that's
toothbrushes.
disgusting. That's gross.
It's not disgusting. We discuss this. We discuss this.
So gross. So gross.
Oh, but it's so gross, but yet it's okay to.
That's right.
You know, but yet you can't brush your teeth after.
That's correct.
Like, so you're just supposed to lie there all night with a mouthful of gross after just being the number one girlfriend ever.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I said. I don't give a shit. I will buy you your own toothbrush, but you ain't using mine. That's bullshit. Listen, we have to draw the line somewhere. We are not animals. Okay.
I've totally done it because, like, if we got in a fight, I've done it, like, just to piss the guy and didn't tell him. So anybody who's ever dated me, I've probably used your toothbrush just to piss you off.
That's fucking horrible. It's the worst.
What does your shirt say today? Say perhaps.
Say perhaps to drugs.
Say perhaps to drugs. No! Dino! Do not say perhaps. Say, oh, fuck that. I want my teeth in my head. I don't want to.
Okay, when I say perhaps to drugs, I'm not saying you should become a meth head. Okay, let's be very clear on that. I'm saying you should keep your teeth because that means you can have steak longer in life. There you go. That's a big
Yay.
That's a big
And
reason.
Everybody wants to be able to, like,
Chew.
smile.
Well, I would say chew. I think, you know what? Not everybody wants to smile, but everybody wants to chew. That's
Fuck
pretty
you.
fair.
Everybody should smile. Everybody should smile.
This is my new smile, people.
Then life would be so much better.
That's my new smile.
Mine then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk around like this every video.
Yeah. I try and start it so that when
See how many, like.
when Crystal starts her camera, then my face is like just something crazy because I just like annoying people. No, I don't see. Okay, I kind of and let me ask you your perspective on this, Crystal.
Yeah.
Is it an intensity of emotion or is it a series of emotional events that move someone to have a little cry, I guess, would be the thing.
Breakdown.
Well, I don't want to use the term
cry?
breakdown. Let's I don't think it's a breakdown, but having a good
have a
cry.
little cry.
Having a little cry, I think, is a fair.
I think it's more like it's more like a series of events personally.
Okay.
Like, because you're expected to keep.
Yeah.
Because you still have to go on with your day.
Yeah.
Right? Like, regardless of what you go through and stuff, you can't, what are you going to do? Lock yourself in your room, feel sorry for yourself all day? No. So you still got to go on with your day. So you got to walk about, and yet you still have all this shit
Yeah.
in your head, but yet you have to go on with your life still. So, but sometimes at the end of the day, when you don't have to pretend like everything's okay and everything's quiet and everybody's asleep, then you can kind of let it out. Because the rest of the day, you got to get on with your day. Because you got to go and you got to think about what you're going to do next. And Dino, oh my God, with everything going on and everything, I totally want to go into the bush. I'm like,
yeah, no, I understand that. See, this is
like, it's just me. I'm
Yeah.
such a bush person, and I haven't felt that relaxed in like.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I understand. Honestly, walking around barefoot, out in out in the bush, we went. A friend of ours rented a cottage last summer, and we went, and we might be going again around my birthday. But
Nice.
one of the big things was that we were being able to see a lot of stars again. That was really cool.
Yeah.
And for me,
It's so nice.
well, I have this weird thing where I remember certain events and they stand out in my memory. So it's almost like when my mind sees it, like when it kind of comes into the same frame, it's like a deja vu event. Like it's weird in my head.
Yeah.
But what happens and it for me it's an emotional thing, right? Where it's just kind of like I get hit with just a really, really strong memory of the same thing. So it's like at some point I was camping in the wilderness and the stars were like this. So for me, I see it and it kind of just kind of zonks me for a little second, and I just kind of go, oh, and it's nice. So I totally understand what you're talking about. Like,
that's why.
Oh yeah, no,
That's exactly it
for
me. Because even as a kid, when everything was kind of rough, around the edges, I'd always go out to the bush.
Yeah.
And that was always because nobody was around. Nobody could, nobody was there. So it was just me in the bush, in the forest. And you feel so safe. Like everyone's like, don't you get scared alone at night in the bush?
No.
I'm like, not at all. I get more scared in the street than I do in the bush.
Isn't that fucking weird though? Like that's that's the
don't
truth
get scared
though.
at all. I've slept outside on the ground with no protection, no nothing.
Okay, that's a little weird. That's a little weird. Don't do that. That's not safe.
No, in the forest.
Still not safe.
It was
Don't
just
do
a
it.
little fire by myself, and
Yeah.
I felt more safe than I've ever felt.
Yeah.
Like it's a safe place. But everybody's got different places like that. Some people feel
Yeah.
safer in the city because they want to be around people.
See,
People are scary to me.
well, like
People are scary.
no. I understand exactly what you mean. It's and that's the thing is it's different for everybody, right? It's never.
Oh yeah, exactly, 100%.
And that's why it's like I prefer wilderness as opposed to like, oh, we went camping somewhere. Like if we're gonna go camping,
Yeah.
it's like it's a little but going to a cottage, love it.
Yeah.
Going out like into the
Yeah.
bush. Like when I was younger, we would hike, where is it? Lion's Head. Do you know where that is? Lion's Head?
I've heard of
Okay.
it. I
So
can't say
it's
that
kind
I
of-
avoid it. I'm geography retarded.
I think it's like north on your way to like Barrie or not Barrie, Owen Sound and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Because I grew up in Brampton, so we would go and we would climb.
Yeah.
We would hike this route. In the one day, we would get to like a beach area where you could set up camp. Sometimes there would be people there, sometimes not. And then in the morning, we would pack everything up, finish the rest of the hike. So we all had like backpacks and stuff, and it was pretty cool. Like we didn't have canoes or anything, but we had provisions, right?
Yeah.
And the second, we would do that like on a Friday. So the Saturday, we would actually, during the day, we would get to it was like a little resort. I think it was called Evergreen Resort, if I remember right. It was really cool because it had campgrounds, so we could set that up, but then it had like showers, a pool, and stuff like that. So it's kind of like we had our outdoors adventure, and now we're gonna be, pamper ourselves and go for a
still get
shower.
to
Yay! It's nice.
Yeah.
So-
See, that's nice too. That is nice too. Like, don't get me wrong. I do love that. Like, to be able to have the essentials there, it is nice.
Oh yeah.
But like, personally, I like to be able to fend for myself, right? So I'm such a like, I'll do this my own, and I don't need your shower. I'll make my own. Like,
I don't.
I'm
You know what?
crazy like
I can
that,
make
too.
my own shower. I don't want to make my own shower. I will happily use your shower. I'm not. But that's.
I think that I'm gonna.
Sorry, go
I
ahead.
think I'm going to start a GoFundMe page for Crystal living in the bush. Do you think it will work? Do you think that's bad and I should only be like GoFundMe should be for like serious stuff?
I'm just gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes. Just whatever you ask, because I would never want to stand in the way of your dreams. And let's put it this way. I don't know that anyone
Everybody
would.
says no, it's not a good idea.
I don't know what, like, you start a GoFundMe, don't they have to be entitled to something? Like, aren't they going to know where you are in the bush or something? Like, that would be interesting.
Well, that's okay, because I want to do our videos from the bush. So I can do it.
Listen, if you don't have Wi-Fi, I'm not doing fuck all. You don't think I'm going to hike every day into the goddamn bush?
No, you can have Wi-Fi. You can have Wi-Fi because my serial killer date... No, not my serial killer date, but my date had Wi-Fi. So, and it was good Wi-Fi because they used it to see like how deep the water was and all that stuff. And so, so like I could get some good ass Wi-Fi down there. And I had Wi-Fi. I messaged you on Instagram.
Yeah, and then proceeded to
Until
stop.
my phone's...
Yeah. Well,
I know because my phone suddenly stopped working.
So I told Victoria what you told me about what had happened. And Victoria was like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's, you know what, like, I honestly think he was trying to be romantic in some way or another. Like, at his...
I think he just got crazy for me for a minute. You know
Oh,
how
yeah,
people
yeah.
just like maybe he's like maybe he just had some impure thoughts for a second, but it's fine. He didn't act upon them.
No.
But I saw it in his eyes.
I don't think they were necessarily impure. I think he just went about it the wrong way. Like, men have a bad habit
I think he just
of
really liked me.
Yeah, and so he was trying to be extremely attentive and say like, because remember like I was thinking of like just stuff that we had talked about. It's like you were excited about being kind of away from people and technology and stuff like that. So it's like, let's say hypothetically, if he did mess with your phone, he was like, hey, this will mean she'll be able to, really connect with nature. Like, I really think that that's what it was.
Yeah.
Because that's what men do. When men see something going down, they're like, let's do more. And you're like, no, man, you gotta just pump the brakes. Just calm down, relax, everything will be fine.
He was super attentive.
Yeah.
He was very attentive to my needs.
But that's
like he even tried to blow up an air mattress for me, like a queen size air mattress for me. This guy sat there in blue, trying to blow it up.
Yeah.
And it's like, because we didn't like the generator thing, like we didn't have a generator and stuff. So this guy was trying to blow up a queen size double air mattress for me. Like that's what I'm gonna bring one of those hammocks when I go by myself. I want to bring one of those hammocks that just go.
There's
like that.
So the hammocks are dangerous for nighttime because if of animals, they might climb on you. But
That's
so
okay.
no, it's not okay. It's very dangerous. Okay, stop trying to tell people it's okay.
not,
It's okay. Just go and sleep in the forest, according to Crystal. You'll be just fine. It's nature. What could it do? It's fucking gross, is what it is. And somebody probably shit there, so don't do that. Now, okay, Canadian Tire has a queen size air mattress that has an automatic. Okay, it has an automatic compressor attached to it. It takes like 4 double D batteries. You just press it. It's like thump, pumps up, queen size. You're good to go. Okay.
So I have a question because I'm never gonna get married. Maybe I can do like, you know how they have like the wedding registry? Well, maybe I can do a singles registry and I can just make it all camping crap.
I won't
and
be your friend.
I'm totally gonna put that mattress on.
I can't do it. I can't do it. That's too much. If single people start registering, we've gone too far.
I'm just gonna put I'm not gonna marry myself.
No, now that you said it, there are gonna be people who do that shit. Okay, they're like, I'm celebrating my singleness.
There are people that do it.
Here's where I've registered. That is a person I would be like, oh, I don't need to talk to you anymore. We're done. No, I'm good.
She's got lots of cats. That's like a lot.
She doesn't just have a lot of cats. Her apartment smells like cat urine. You're just like, yeah, no, that's done.
Ew.
Yeah. That's one of the big things. I'm like, that drives me because I have a very sensitive nose. What? Sorry? There you are. Hello.
I just couldn't hear you. There we go.
It's very funny because her screen just paused on her like this. Oh, and I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Inappropriate.
What are we
Inappropriate.
talking about?
Okay, I don't know what that means. I'm a married man. I don't know.
How's that anniversary?
It's actually been pretty nice. It's pretty nice.
That's good.
I cleaned myself up and made myself look pretty. So my Victoria, she left. She had to go to work for a little bit, and she went and bought some groceries. And then while she was gone, I went and made myself all pretty. And she came back, and she's like, "Oh, you smell so nice. Oh, you're so pretty." And I'm like, "Oh, I am pretty." It was nice. And then she's like, "By the way, your gift isn't here, so I'm not giving you shit today." I'm like, "I don't really care. I'm just happy."
Are you gonna put chocolate sauce on your penis later?
No, that's disgusting.
Happy anniversary!
You know what kind of a dick? Okay, you know what? Here's a message to all men. If you think an anniversary present is a ribbon, just put on your chest and go, I'm your gift, baby. Happy anniversary. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Okay, that's what you deserve, you piece of shit.
Aww.
Okay, that's your opportunity to show that you appreciate your wife by giving her the dick. That's not. You know what? Trust me, she's probably giving you more dick. You fucking loser. Assholes.
I'm easy to please, gentlemen, if you want some. I just want a wedding anniversary.
I just knocked shit down because I almost choked, you bastard. Fucking dick.
Fuck, if some guy's gonna go out of his way and put a bow on his chest and put some chocolate sauce on his penis. Oh, man. That's
See, this is
freaking romantic.
this is what happens. It's like it's fucking hell. It's the whole idea that like once you find somebody you really love, like you realize certain things are and are not important. Like just random things. And it's like, yeah. For you, you're like,
That would
oh yeah,
be awesome
you like,
for me.
put some chocolate sauce on it and make it at least throw in a strawberry there. It's like fucking Christmas. Whereas I'm like, what are you fucking kidding me? Good bullshit fucking offers that. That means you didn't do shit, you piece of garbage.
I'm simple. I'm like, but I pull out all the stops though. I'm a stop puller outer myself though. So I think
What the
I
fuck
go
does that
far
mean?
enough that I don't. Well, because I'm the one that, like, on a Monday, you'll come home from work and I'm in a teddy. Like, you know?
That's, you know what?
So,
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
like, I'm a random, like, you know, a random moment. Because everybody needs a random smile. You don't want to do it when they're expecting it. You got to do it randomly. So that way it's not just like, oh, it's Valentine's Day, so now we have to love each other. Or we could have randomly loved each other on Tuesday and bam. Loved each other all year round.
Maybe,
what's up?
or
one time you come home from work, I'm dressed up like Big Bird. What's up? We're gonna fly.
Or we could go to the movies and I could finger bang my wife. Hey, we could do that.
There you go. Put the popcorn.
That's called
You know,
adventure,
hide the
people. That is called adventure.
Yes,
She would.
see, that's
Hey,
called.
my wife would straight up fucking kill me if I tried that shit. She'd be like, I'm watching a movie, you piece of dog shit. Shut the fuck up. I'm kidding. Even if it was our anniversary, she'd be like, get your hands off me.
It's fear.
Oh, yeah.
Tell her pretend that you're Mark Wahlberg. Marky Mark during Fear. That movie Fear. If she just closes her eyes and pretends like you're Mark Wahlberg, she'll be cool with it.
I don't think anyone has thought that ever when they close their eyes around me. Like, I'm going to close my eyes and I'm sure I'll think he's Mark Wahlberg. That's probably not likely. They could be like, look, I just bought a bear pelt and just put it around some furniture. That's possible.
No.
Yeah.
No. You could be Victoria's Mark Wahlberg. You don't know how she sees you. You don't know.
You know what? The funny thing is like, I always, like every man, I look at myself in the mirror, right?
Check out what kind of porn she watches. If she watches porn where the guys look like you, then you know you're her Mark Wahlberg.
I wouldn't jerk off to somebody who looks like me. What are you, fucking crazy? Then I can label my wife a chubby chaser? What are you, fucking mental? It's disgusting.
Maybe that's her thing.
No.
Everybody's got a thing.
No.
Everybody's got a
I
thing.
don't, you know what? No,
I'm a forearm thing. I'm a forearm girl. When
Listen.
I watch them, I want to make sure like that their forearms are big enough to lift you up and toss you around a little bit.
So, yeah, my wife's going to chop my arms off. That's what's going to happen. You keep on talking like that, she's going to be like, hey, you don't need those forearms. Here, come here, just, that's what's going to happen. No, that's the thing, is like, I'm not saying everyone doesn't have their thing. People hands down have their thing, okay?
Yep.
My thing is this, I say, keep the mystery alive. When you know what someone's fantasy are, it doesn't bode well, because, I'll tell you why. Excuse me. Anyone who tries to
Unless you need a safe word.
Well, no, you definitely need a safe word. But if you
no, unless you need a safe word, then you should know what the person's fantasy is.
yeah, that works. Yeah, okay.
If it requires a safe word.
But the problem is, if I'm going to try and duplicate your fantasy, it will never hold up to your fantasy. It's impossible. Yeah. And that's the real problem. That's why I'm like, no. Keep fantasy. And like, that's why I'm like, I don't go into the bathroom if my wife's in the bathroom.
It happens.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, let's keep the mystery alive in certain things, because it's just don't ask.
I don't get that.
Yeah, no. It's a little bit weird.
No, I don't get
when people are like,
that.
oh, yeah,
Like-
I'm brushing my teeth while this person's shitting. You're like, that's fucking disgusting, okay? That's fucking
It's
weird.
so gross. I don't get why girls tell their husbands about, like, if they have poop or something. Don't you want him to eat your ass? If you want him to eat your ass, why would you talk about your poop? Like, I don't understand it.
That wasn't the angle I was working, I'll be honest with you, but the logic still is sound, okay? Just,
Right? Right.
but I'll be honest.
Like, I don't understand.
Listen, there's times when I've bragged about the size of my shits, and I'm like, listen, that one was like this.
Yeah, but she's not about to go down on you. Like, if, you know. Like,
No, what am I, an animal? That's fucking horrible. Like, oh, I just had a big shit. Here's my dick. Like, ugh, what the fuck? That's, see, that's the other thing is, like, you never, I've gotten to a point where you realize.
I don't even know.
Yeah, she
I've
would.
been engaged where my fiance never even knew that I pooped. I've been engaged to my fiance. I had no
Listen,
idea that I pooped.
That is not the case. Are you kidding me? There's like the whole neighborhood knows when I've shit. Okay, I turn this place, I shut it down. People are like, no, nothing, all the plumbing stopped working again. Knock on number, tell them to double flush. It's not, but that.
You almost said your house number.
I almost said my house over here. That was pretty close.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
That was.
No, see, yeah.
For all those chubby chasers out there.
Well, that's okay. So there has been an alarming amount of news of people getting arrested for various bad things, I guess, like child pornography, people being like, all sorts of shit is happening, and I'm like, what? Like, I think everyone needs to take a step, like take a day off. It's just like, just relax, because everyone's just so fucking crazy these days. I don't know.
Have you seen the videos that I've sent you? Have you seen that kind of crazy? Mm-hmm. Like, does that put you in a weird spot?
No, you know what? Like, so there's weird stuff out there.
I don't even know if I want to talk about them.
No,
I'm like,
no, not yet. Let me go through them first because I didn't have time today because I was a little high.
You go over in your version because you're better at sugarcoating shit than me. So you better.
That's pretty true. Yeah, that's definitely. If we ever get shut down, it's gonna be Crystal's fault. 100%. That's definitely not my fault.
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. 100%.
But that's like, in all honesty.
So I'm like, you better tell it.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of actually, you know what? So one of the guys around here, Dmitry Goryenko, who has a podcast, Ped-O-Files. It's a great podcast. Goes around about conspiracies and kind of exposing the truth. He does all of his he really does a lot of legwork and stuff. But he started doing videos. I'll send you a copy of his video.
Yeah.
So you can check it out too, because he just sent it to me. Because he just started doing videos as well, which is always exciting. But no, there's a lot of
more members to our podcast team.
Oh, absolutely. Well, no, I wish that, but no, not yet. Essentially, when we can start doing
Ours
live.
fucking kicks ass. Whatever. I've been watching other people's podcasts, and as great as they are, ours is funny as fuck. Like,
I appreciate that, and I learned early on that I don't get to dictate what is funny. So I hope people are enjoying this, and I appreciate any feedback you have because I'm a filthy whore.
And we love the likes and stuff, people.
Absolutely.
Like, we
Are you
really
kidding?
appreciate it. And please feel free to comment, talk to us. We want to hear your voices. We might regret that, but we'll take it for now.
Absolutely. No, you know what? Like, and that's why it's like, honestly, we're not scientists. We're not some fucking,
Oh, God, no.
We're just people talking about shit.
We don't care. We're not going to fight
That's
you.
not true. I'll judge the shit out of you. I will judge the shit out of you on a regular basis because that's the kind of piece of shit I am.
I won't.
She's all
We
fucking
won't have
happiness and
internet
sunshine.
wars.
It's bullshit.
I shit glitter.
No.
I shit glitter.
She shits glitter.
I shit glitter and rainbows.
I definitely don't think that's better than just farts. I'm just like, how do you clean up? Glitter gets everywhere. You can't.
There's glitter everywhere.
You can't.
There's glitter.
And that's why it's like, if you fart glitter and then shit rainbows, that would mean like rainbows with like actual like hitting force. and like with the glitter, there's gonna be no stone not covered in glitter. Like you'll walk down the street and turn around and be like, "Gay pride parade just started, guys. There's glitter fucking everywhere. Let's do this." That's a bad idea. It's just if you fart glitter and rainbows, it's a bad. No, fart glitter and shit rainbows. Definitely that is not a good thing.
Yep.
You need Jesus. Like that is a weird possession. I definitely have to admit.
Why do you think I need to go into the bush so I can just let it out?
I feel like if a glitter bomb went off in the bush, I'd be like, I wouldn't be surprised that was crystal. I'd be like, you know what?
Oh my god, I have a super bad joke that people will agree to say. And I think if glitter and rainbows come out of the bush, everybody's like, oh look, they moved gay pride.
Yeah. Hey man, you know what? I've never. A lot of people have asked me to go to Pride before, and I'm kind of like, no.
I want to go.
Well,
Let's go dance, Dino.
No, I don't. I don't like giving people false hope. I'm not there. I'm not a. No, seriously, like
I do not get hit on by enough lesbians.
That's not really surprising. I don't think I look more like a lesbian than you do. Okay, let's be honest. That's okay.
Like I'm serious. I've been kind of bummed out sometimes because I'm like, this chick is like, I've been hit on by chicks, but not like a ton. More straight women than lesbians. So like, and I'm like, why don't the lesbians love me?
Listen,
because I'm totally. But
I'll be honest with you.
They don't want to turn me.
It's not. No,
like,
listen.
Don't they want to try to turn me?
I'll be honest with you. I'll be straight up. Okay.
Yeah.
You look like somebody who loves cock.
Okay.
That's
I do.
You just don't. You don't look like a taco girl. You look like You look like a good old wiener. That's what you like. Just a good old country wiener. That's not really.
I like how you keep doing this.
She's not into foreign foods, people. It's she has a diet of mainly solids. That's.
I love how you keep doing this. It's not like this. It could be like this if you're good at it. Like, it's okay.
No, okay, hold on. Let me just.
I'm a little woman. Yeah. It could be like this. And I'm good.
You make it sound like I don't use that to my advantage, okay?
Shit.
My wife is little too, and I'm a monster. I'm like, damn, it makes me feel great. I don't give a shit.
Yep.
No, I just tell people, I'm like, look, I'm not a fucking donkey, but I'm proportionate. I'm just very fat right now, so fuck you guys, okay? That's okay.
No, remember, I had a bit about your fatness, and that means that you must have a giant penis or else you wouldn't be so comfortable with a big belly, because you'd want to see it, right? Like, that's my justification. It's like short dudes. Like short dudes, they walk around with. Like they're confident because they know.
Well, no. You can tell which short dude has like a monster hog and which short dude has got nothing. You can tell right away. It's very simple.
You can tell what tall guy has a monster hog and what tall guy doesn't have nothing. Because you'll see like some 6'2" dude, and he's like,
"What's up, bro? What's up?"
He drives his big old pickup truck.
Yeah, he's all talk.
Yeah, tell me about it.
That's not appropriate. Come on. We said we're not going to laugh at men's penis size, okay? That's not a nice topic.
I don't judge. I do my Kegels, so I'm cool. But like I just think that
Interesting fact, Kegels are good for men too. It helps you maintain the ability to hold in your pee. So,
yes.
It's true.
I love Doritos. Let's change that topic. I love Doritos. I think they're yummy. And now, do you know that they have Superwoman on the bags of Doritos?
I already ate that bag of chips, yes. Hold on. Oh, no. Yeah. There we go. Right there. Boom.
Superwoman.
Wonder Woman.
She's
not Superwoman. Get your shit together, Crystal, for fuck's sakes.
I know, for fuck's sakes, I love Wonder Woman too. I have a Wonder Woman painting, but it's not within reach.
You know what? Wonder Woman? Definitely, that's some... Here, let me go full misogynist. That's some grade A prime beef. That's just straight up. That's fantastic. And you know what? Gal Gadot did a great job. I don't care what you say. I love the movie, and she's smoking hot. It's just...
Oh, she's crazy hot. Until she sang that song, We Are All
Together. Oh, yeah. Then we're like,
stars.
oh, you're a fucking crazy bitch. No, she's mental. That's my.
But that makes her even hotter.
It seems like no, she wouldn't be just hot. Like she'd start talking about shit when you're trying to fuck, and that'd be like, nah, I'm not into that. It's like
I laugh.
I'm up for a conversation. Like, listen, if I hit the rippers, I love having a good conversation with. If I find a good girl, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'll go for a dance, and we'll just talk, and I'll just, it's all good. But yeah, no. If she starts talking crazy
you're
shit,
the best kind of customer.
what? What?
Like,
What did you say?
I was like, yeah, you're the best kind of customer.
Yeah.
Not that I know. I don't know about it.
Definitely not. Holy shit. I love my wife. What the fuck? No, but that's the whole thing. Is
I
like,
just mean in general.
well, it's for me. My big thing was like, I don't like things that are like hypersexualized and stuff. Like it makes me feel uncomfortable at this age because it's like, and that's why it's like people who are like, oh man, she looks so young, and I'm like, that's not really attractive to me. Like, yes, if you look young for your age, that's great, but it's like she looks like a child. No, that's really gross.
Yeah.
And that's why it's like, listen, and the funny thing is, people are like, oh, that means you're into this. It's like, no, I'm into a confident woman that can carry a conversation, that has fun parts she'll let me touch. That's what I'm into, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
oh my God, that's me. I was just talking about that while I was doing dishes. We were just talking about that. I was like, I just don't want somebody that I want to be a partner. I don't want to have to lead that much.
Well,
I don't want to be the big... And I don't want them to have to lead either. I want us to both feel relaxed about conquering whatever we want to conquer together. I don't want them to feel all the pressure, and I don't want to feel all the pressure.
Listen, it's not easy.
But they can have the big piece of chicken.
That really sounded like you were like, they can have my big piece of chicken. Like she's got a hog between her legs. She's like, hey, you want a piece of this big chicken? I'll give you some big chicken anytime.
No. Ew, in one of my comedy shows, just by my outfit that I was wearing, because it was like this weird outfit, and I'm kind of bony, and it made me look like I had a penis, because like my bone it was not a good outfit. It was not very flattering. But now that COVID's happened, I'm not that bony. So so no more penises.
It's fucking hilarious. I swear to God, it's some of the shit we talk about. I don't even know how we got here. We were talking about how hard it is to be a woman and dealing with emotions, and now we're talking about Crystal looking like she has a dick in certain outfits.
Not having a penis.
Yeah, she's like, sometimes I wear clothes that make me look like I have a big dong. Yeah, that's it's always uncomfortable when you're like, yeah, some people say I have a big dong, but no, it's not. It's just this dress. It makes me look like I have a dick.
Stop it. I'm still single and I don't want to have to show my vagina on camera.
No, please don't show your vagina on camera.
I am very much a woman, gentlemen. Just so everybody knows. Hi guys. Look, no Adam's apple. We're good.
We're not. Okay. The worst part is you're going, hi everybody, and then it froze and I'm like, please don't be showing your vagina for the love of fucking God. Oh, it's like, that will be our last episode of Morning Motivational Rant. We're going to be deleted from the entire universe now because we've gone too far. And that's why we're what we're doing.
Too far buzz.
Yeah, we need a too far button. That's definitely... It should be like a big gong. I'm pretty sure I could buy a gong. And just big... Boom.
Shit, but then I'm pretty sure you could buy a dog too.
What?
I said, I'm pretty sure you can buy a dong too. Get it?
No.
Buy a dog? Like a Johnny dog? Like a dog? Like a dog?
I have no idea what you just said. Okay. So I can see some of your actions, but it's a little bit broken up. So all I'm seeing is you go like a dong, and I'm like, it looks like you're climbing in like Super Mario Brothers, like the first one. It was like that the leaf thing where it's like but you're like dong.
Oh, and then he goes into the scary word. And then it goes into the scary world where it's like,
Yeah, exactly. Where ghosts and
all the
firewalls
flames
are
come
a
up.
real thing.
And there's ghosts and those fireball like things that spin around like this.
Nobody likes fire testicles, Crystal. Those are horrible things. I don't know. I don't know how we got here.
I don't know.
I think,
Fire dogs.
yeah, we've been talking about fire dogs. That's always a weird one. Because that's usually when you
It's always a weird
you definitely need a special cream or penicillin for a fire dong.
You should probably go
That's-
see a doctor.
I would suggest
If your
it.
dong is on fire.
Oh, have you been to the?
burning sensation?
If you have a burning sensation, definitely go to the
Have you
doctor.
been
I tried to go to the doctor.
There's no such thing.
I needed a prescription refill,
Whoa.
and we did it all over the phone.
What, your dog cream?
No, not my dong cream. I don't have dong cream. Thank you very much, Crystal. Okay. It's for my diabetes medicine, which is a serious topic that I try not to bring up. Not dong medicine, you a-hole.
It's totally dog medicine.
It is not dong
Say it's
medicine.
diabetes.
It is not. Fuck you, okay? It is not.
Everybody wants to be cool and have diabetes.
Type 5, baby. No, it's not. That's not a thing.
I love candy too. Okay.
So the worst thing is, like, every once in a while, like, I gotta go buy smoke, so I buy like 4 or 5 packs at a time. But I was at the gas station, I saw they had strawberry Twizzlers, and I'm like, yoink! And I'm like, listen, I have diabetes. I should not be eating Twizzlers under any uncertain terms. Yeah, and I'm like, I've been hitting them. I get like 2 a day, and I'm like, this is a bad idea. Because I eat it, and I'm like,
I got a bag of them here for you, Dino.
that's a bad
Got a bag
idea.
for you, Dino.
Listen, if I go into some sort of diabetic coma, you can't move me anywhere. Like, that's just where I'm going to be until I wake up.
I'll carry you on my back and we'll go.
No. That's when your entire digestive tract just shoots out your vagina because it's such a massive amount of weight. Trust me. Nobody should pick me up.
That he had a vagina. Oh, yeah.
I did not hear what you just said. I just know that it was inappropriate. I do not have a vagina, and Crystal doesn't have a giant cock, apparently, okay? That is a scientific fact.
Apparently. No, not apparently, for sure. She doesn't have
Fuck you, asshole. Fuck you, okay? I'm running this shit, and if I
it's
say
questionable.
apparently, allegedly she doesn't have a giant dong, okay?
Allegedly, Dino's not an emotional vagina. Allegedly.
I'll be honest with you, that I am emotional. Especially as I'm getting
Yes,
older.
that poem.
As I'm getting older, I'm crying a lot more. It's very weird, I have to admit. I feel like I'm very in touch with my emotions, and I'm not a fan. I don't like emotion. It
sucks.
It really creeps me out. And then what I'll do is I'll look at Victoria and be like, stop crying, you loser. And she's like, why are you crying? And I'm like, I don't know. Go fuck yourself. I'm very mad.
Well, that's another reason why, like, maybe we wait till nighttime and stuff is because we really have no idea why we're crying. We just know that it's coming, and we're like, okay.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. See,
It's coming. I'm not quite sure why. I just feel really upset.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. Like,
I cried during the day in the bush, though. Is that great on a date? I totally cried. I just felt so, like, relieved. Like,
yeah. Well, that's good. Like, see, that's the thing is, there's always a negative connotation with crying, and it's not necessarily a negative thing. It can be, but I don't think it is. And it's weird. Trying to unpack the idea of crying
it
is...
makes people feel bad, though. It makes people feel awkward, and nobody wants to talk to you or be around you if you're sad.
That's true.
So you might as well just smile.
Well, I know I'm a very ugly crier. I'm a very ugly crier.
Oh, me too.
And I'm just like... And it's like my whole just...
Oh, yeah, you said that.
It's not good.
You said that. I'm actually not like a horrible crier because I have blue eyes, so they go like a pretty blue when I'm sad.
Just so you know. Fuck you, okay?
I want to see your sad face, so remember, I'm going to get you a bunch of sad cards to make you cry like a bitch when we get to do these live podcasts.
There's nothing bitchy about crying. Thank you very much. You can go fuck yourself, asshole. You big old donkey dick.
Oh my God, do you imagine?
You know what?
I want to stand up, but I'm wearing comfy pants right now.
You know, I'll be honest with you.
Prove that.
There have been
I can
times.
give everybody references.
There are times like I've been tempted to be like, you know what? I want to get some like massive dildo and then just jam it down my pants and just have it like just free flying it. So I'm like walking around. It's like, hey, just like how Kevin Hart did.
I've done it. I got paid for it.
You would think I'd have more questions about that. No, I am satisfied. I don't want to know any more about that.
That's okay. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I like to leave it at that.
Let's just leave it at that. No, that's a good thing. So it's been a great day.
So anyways, I want to write my name in the snow, though. I want one that pees. Because I want to write my name. I got 7 letters in my name, though. So, like, I need a long
It's a lot of pee. All right. Well, that's about our time for today. I will leave you with...
We need to talk about something important the next time.
Probably. I'm going to say for our final kind of motivational thing.
Yes.
If you have to cry for a good reason. But if you're finding that it's always a bad reason, there's nothing wrong with seeing what changes you need to make. People will support you. Don't be surprised.
Or don't need a reason to cry.
Yeah, you don't need. That's true, and that's true too. But if you're feeling overwhelmed, talk to somebody. Even, and I'm not saying that necessarily be therapy or anything, but talk to a friend. Just say, hey, can I just, and not even, and tell them, be like, I just need to vent. Like that's when me and Victoria, whenever she starts talking to me about something serious or a big story that happened at work, I'll ask her, like, are you venting or do you want my opinion? And she'll say, oh, I'm just venting. I'm like, all right, then vent away. Just have at it, right? And that's, you don't necessarily need anyone's opinion. You just want to say you want to be heard. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to be heard. Just take the time to know that you're valuable and life always gets better. That's I think one of the most important things. But but embrace that relief that you receive from expressing your emotions. Embrace that relief to make you a better person. Embrace that relief to motivate you to your next level. I think that's what I want to leave it on. So, Crystal, where can everyone find you?
Everybody can find me at Simply Me on you. You made me all like choked up, you fucker. Everybody. I'm like, Jesus, Dino. Every time we have these motivational things, I'm like, he's so right.
Yeah, but then you accuse me of having a vagina, so...
Fuck you, you make me cry at night.
What the fuck, man? That could be misconstrued very inappropriately, okay? I do not make anyone cry at night. Okay, I don't go around making people cry at night. That's not a good thing. I don't want to be known for making people cry at night.
Okay, he does it. It's like that movie, what is it, like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, where she goes out to the restaurant with him and she's like, he thinks I'm fat.
What the fuck?
Okay, so everybody can find me, Simply Me, on YouTube, Crystal Morency on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and Dino.
Guys, this is going to go up on Morning Motivational Rant. We are loading every day at around 10 a.m., pending any technical difficulties, but that is our goal. So we will see you tomorrow. You can find me at Dino the Genetic Marvel on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I have a fan page. And of course, Morning Motivational Rant. We're posting every weekday, which isn't really a thing. Okay, we're posting Monday to Friday. We're just not posting on Saturday and Sunday because every day is a fucking weekend. Yeah. It's quarantine. Who gives a shit? But guys.
And if you want to.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. Oh, no. And if you want to support Crystal in the Bush, you can feel free. We don't have a fund page or nothing, but you could just send camping gear.
You can comment. You know what? If you like, share, and subscribe, feel free to comment saying if Crystal should live in the bush or not. Okay?
Yeah.
Awesome.
We think we should.
All right, guys. We'll see you later.
Bye, guys.
Have a good night. Bye.